everybody. It's been a long day for me. On the phone with lawyers and judges. Decided I wanted to stream something to help get my mind off things, and this is something I've been looking forward to doing for a while. I was wanting to do it after I finished up my pacifist Mario games. But I think we can, no reason not to. Something. Pacifist Donkey Kong Country 2. Because as some of you know, it is my favorite game. So we're going to get into that. I've got no idea how it's going to go, but let's be hopeful. You can always be hopeful. Try to be. Yeah, so hopefully we have fun today doing that. I hope you all are doing well. I do. I know I can't address each of you individually. That's not how recordings work. But I do care about you, and I want to make sure you're doing all right. And I mean that. If I could, I would tell you in person. I just say, that's not how this works. Anywho. I believe this should work. Hey, cool. So, audio's at 19%. Hopefully that's good. We're going to have to see. It seems a little loud. So just to err on the side of caution, I'm going to turn it down a bit. So it may be a little quieter than I would like, but I'd rather find out it was too quiet and then bump it up than find out it was too loud, That's really quiet though, isn't it? Okay, hold on. Somewhere in between those two. I don't know. I have to see. Actually, hold on. Give me a second. I can check on my phone. I apologize if you give me just one moment. I really do want to make sure the audio is right. It's right. It is. It has been a long day for me, like I said. And I would really like for this to go well. So just give me a second to make sure. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so hold on. What? Okay, so hold on. Why are you repeating? Why are you repeating? That is very weird. I don't like that at all. Yeah. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, we're gonna have fun. Hopefully. You know what? Rough day. We're not going to let it ruin the rest of our day. We're going to take a breath. We're going to be hopeful, and we're going to have fun playing a video game that we enjoy. And you guys are going to stay hydrated. That's all going to happen. Or else. Turn it out just a tiny bit, I guess. I don't know, the audio seems to be very inconsistent. But no, like I've said before on different occasions, this is my favorite game of all time, period. Number one game. I love this one. It is just my idea of a perfect wow. The the first fight with King K. Rool, I don't enjoy. And see, now it seems like it's way too quiet. Oh my god, I apologize. I'm so sorry about this. This is bugging me. There, we're gonna do that. There we go. Ah. Alright, other than that though, favorite game. Remember when I said we were doing this pacifist? Remember that? Ooh, my. You know what? It's been such a long day. So I'm not imagining. The intro is just really loud. So the intro is just much louder than the rest of the ambient noise in the game. Okay, well, let's just... You know what? It can be too quiet. That's fine. We're going to have a chill, relaxed, quiet time today. Care about you guys. Okay. Like I said, though, the whole point of this business is pacifist. And to that end, if I have to make save states, I will. You know, you might know the spiel by now. The goal here isn't to prove how good we are, it's to see how few kills we can get, because that's the goal. We're trying to teach Diddy Kong and Dixie Kong here to be better people monkeys. That's the plan. What it is I just whenever I'm feeling down, I love to play this game. And so by default, my brain just went ahead and just started playing the game like I normally would have. I love this game. I put it on, I go on autopilot, it's just amazing. I've completed this game 100%, 102% it is. Many times, like, lost track. Like, I'd say at least 20. But it's a fun game. So that's the plan today. Because I'm going to be fair, I already made a thumbnail to do this pacifist, so I'm treating myself. I'm not going for 102%, I want to make that clear. I got that DK coin just out of reflex mostly, but we're going from start of the game to beating King K. Rool, rescuing Donkey Kong. Because that is the story here. After the events of the first Donkey Kong Country, King K. Rool, now referred to as Captain K. Rool, kidnapped Donkey Kong. And now Diddy, along with his girlfriend Dixie, are going to go rescue him, which I think is really nice. In case you're not familiar, I can toss out a few bits of information about the game. Ooh, that's going to be very spicy. And I didn't think to make a save state, so just let me die real quick. If nothing else, I should make a save state between levels, right? Just to save time. So here we go. No harm done. Made a mistake. I wasn't exactly sure how the spacing on them went, because typically on your way through this level, you'll just throw the barrel and it kills all of them. Throw the barrel, goes up here, kills them. So, jump. So that's the... Okay. I was going to say load in 2 of them at a time, and it should be doable. Here's what I'm going to do. Plan B. I've got a great plan B, I promise. Still alive. But no, the difference between Diddy and Dixie. Diddy's faster, and Diddy gets killed by giant beetle monsters. Fine, here's what I'm gonna do. just so I don't have to backtrack. You go into this level, you leave, then you go to this level and it should start you back from the beginning instead of a checkpoint. Or I lied about that, really? Because I mean, like, that's just something you never, like, when do I get a chance to test that? Forget it, I'm starting over. Whoop, you know, rough start, you know, we're just a couple false starts. My God. New save state. But no, Diddy's faster, but Dixie has this hover ability, which is going to be very helpful for us, I have to believe. I'm not sure how this is going to go, because I know there are several areas where you just flat out have, like, this is going to be something. If nothing else, it'll allow us an opportunity to get creative. And you know, I enjoy being creative when I can. Rage Baby, I love that. Good morning, how are you today? I hope you're doing well. I've had a long... Well, I mean, first and foremost, can you tell me if the audio's alright? It would mean the world to me, I would appreciate it for it. I've been, like, fighting with it on and off. Oh my God. But I've been doing okay. It was a rough morning for me. I had a phone conference with my lawyer and my judge, and it was just, you know, so I'm hopefully having some relaxing Donkey Kong Country time. I hope you're doing well, even if you're not having Donkey Kong Country time. Hope you're doing well. Whoop. Hey, I'm glad, and also I'm glad. That is good. I've got coffee, and I decided, you know what, you have a rough morning, you just pick yourself up, you gotta be hopeful that the rest of the day is gonna be better. So that's what we're aiming for. A better day. And I meant it when I said thanks for stopping by. It's nice to have company. That's why I do this business, you know. I'm working on getting better at socializing, obviously. Anywho, Luxby, good morning. How are you today, friend? Diddy Kong do be groovin'. Luxby, no, I've been enjoying doing, like, it's typically my streams are... Ooh. Now, when you say a lot, like give me an estimate, because I'm curious about that. I remember when the DS came out, it was like such a big deal, like, didn't kill anything? It was such a big deal because that did kill something. Touch screens existed before, but this was like the first really good one. So I've got fond memories of being in like middle school when the DS, the original DS came out. That was just a fun time for me. What was I saying? You know. Fair warning, I did already take a couple sleeping pills a little while back, so I apologize if I start making even less sense than usual. We're gonna spawn one at a time. My God, 60? Oh man, they come back. Okay. Oh. We've got our first problem, and I love this. 60, that's a... You got a bit to go through. That actually sounds really fun, though. I did a bit where I was playing a bunch of Super Nintendo games because I had the idea. I'm like, I'm gonna play every Super Nintendo game because you know how sometimes you make you say dumb things? I do, all the time. There's a lot of them. Luxby, you as well. I don't mean to ignore you. I space out and I just get distracted and I forget what I was talking about. I wanted to say, I hope you're doing well today. I had a bit of a rough morning. No. I'm gonna make a save state right before that ramp. I just got distracted and I forgot. So I'm gonna make a save state like right there. We're gonna try a few different things. It was just stressful. I was on the phone with my lawyer and a judge about disability stuff, and it's just, stressful. But like I was saying, it doesn't mean we have to have a bad rest of our day. We can be hopeful, and we can play video games with amazing company. You guys are great. So it'll be alright. You just gotta not let it ruin your day. Okay, save state. Yeah. Besides that, I was gonna say before I tapered off, I'm glad that, because typically I'll start streaming at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And which is past bedtime for you. So now that I've been hopping on for more midday streams, Luxby and some of my other friends I haven't seen around in a while are able to show up, and it just makes my heart happy. Okay, so we got those two to turn around before we went up there. So now if I make them spawn one at a time, my hope is that by the time they reach the right side of the screen and they would turn around, they will despawn, so they won't be turning around. Now that we've taken care of those first two, which is my plan. Me too. I recognize, like, most of our hive mates are, like, European, and that is, like, what? Ouch. That is wonderful to me. Nailed it. But, yeah, I like having you guys around. And for me, I mean, believe me when I say day or night, time means nothing to me. I will go to sleep at 9 p.m. I'll go to sleep at 9 a.m. Time's not real. I don't have a sleep schedule. There's a lot of games though. Well, I also gotta be careful because the run button also grabs stuff. So in an instance like that, if I grabbed the cannonball, it would have killed that dude. So a lot of times, just to avoid picking stuff up, I've got to let go of the run button, and that makes platforming a little more difficult, but I gotta think we're gonna be alright. If nothing else, World 1 is just a gimme, like, it's very, very easy. Typically... Ooh, he grooving. Hey, that is... Congrats. That is not an easy one to do. That's maybe the most frustrating one in my opinion. But exciting. The whole run is just very, like, I gotta keep moving, I gotta keep moving. You play differently. It's exciting. That is fun, congrats. The Forgotten's a fun one. Actually, whoa, my little fun fact about the Forgotten. Macmillan had intended the Forgotten be the main character of an Isaac sequel game, a game that takes place after Isaac. But that actually never got off the ground, so he just included it in the Binding of Isaac. But I love the Forgotten, the way they're very unique. Very unique. It plays so differently than everything else. I love characters that completely change the fundamental game experience. Like, you play an entirely different way. It makes it there's just so much replay value, and you can just have so much fun that way. Spider Quest, that sounds terrifying, I'm sorry. Are you just choosing them by which one you want to do, or is it... Because I gotta think that's not alphabetical, like... You know, they've got all... Whoop! They've got all 60 games, and all of them are S. Which would be a funny coincidence. Buddy? Why am I still going? Stop it! Ugh. This was a bad idea. There we go. Stars are never good. Stars mean that you kill stuff you don't want to accidentally kill. Really? I never considered how difficult you guys would be to get past. I was, you just bonk them on the head. Don't know if I forgot to make a save state or not, so we're just gonna boop. There we go. No! He's right under the checkpoint. We've just established I can't leave the level and come back at the beginning, so is there any way to get in this level now without killing him? I gotta think there isn't. Don't touch stars, it's bad for you. I mean, that is absolutely true. Touching stars is bad for you. B, I missed you. Oh, you're wonderful. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking, like, just based on the order you want to do them in, which I gotta think would be nice, because, like, just play what you want to play at the time. Play what you feel like playing. And that is a great way to do it. Okay, can I hold right? No, hold left. Let's try holding left. There's only so many directions we can hold. Hold on. Whoop. Come on, buddy. Stop loitering under the barrel. Ah, good. Alright. So the only way to undo that would be a game over, and that would send me back to the beginning anyway. Well, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh my god, yeah, I hate spiders. I love every animal, every living thing. Horrible fear of spiders. Horrible. So while I don't begrudge spiders, like live and let live, I don't want them anywhere near me. Ever. Not once. So that certainly sounds like that would be right up my alley. That sounds wonderful. Don't touch stars in real life. God, I could never be that funny if I like I may say if I tried. I do try. I try really hard to be funny. It never works. But that is gold star humor. That is A+. So here's my thinking. Because the nature of this whole business is video game logic works differently. So a lot of times we have to figure out what does and doesn't constitute a kill. So like I'm saying, the boss of World 1 is a bird named Crow. You beat him, and after you beat a boss in a fight, they're typically like, they'll oftentimes be laying on the ground. Like moving a bit around. You can tell they're injured, but they're moving a bit around. So you would assume they survive. But with Crow, he reappears later as a ghost. So like, while I don't have confirmation that it was me that killed him, let's be fair, it was probably me that killed him. So that's not great. But at the same time, when you beat him in his ghost form, he just straight up explodes. So, did we kill him twice? It's such a weird thing for me to think about, like, that would count as killing him twice, right? We killed him, and then we ended his consciousness. Right? That's something I've been thinking about. And if we can beat Crow and have him, like, on the ground still moving, and he still dies, then, like, what does that say about every other boss? Because you can beat the other bosses, they'll be on the ground moving, and otherwise I would be like, yeah, they're alive, look at them being alive. We know Crow died anyway. And I know I'm putting way too much thought into this, but, like, I want to make sure I'm doing it right. I'm going to start making, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a second save state on the level select screen. And then the first one I'll make whenever I feel like I need one. Right? So if I screw up like I did last time, we'll still have that backup. We can go to the beginning of the level. Should have thought to do that before. Since I already got past this level without killing anything, does that mean I can just play it normally? Would you guys be okay with that? Let me know. Because I really don't know if I can pull off the rat thing I did earlier. That was very close. Like, I didn't think I was capable of doing that. Speak of the rat thing. Alright, here we go. Hey, I mean, like I said, we're just seeing if it's possible. And I did just prove it was possible, right? For the sake of entertainment value, let's just do this. Get back to... I'm mostly just trying to rush to get back to where I just was, you know, like... I want this to be entertaining as well, you know? And we just proved it was possible, yeah. Eat it! Alright. I mean, B, you are a mod. I take everything you say into consideration. So I just don't know what counts as a kill or not. Like, if that's the case, I'm leaning towards counting every boss as a kill because, like, we killed Crow. King Zing, I know for a fact counts. He's definitely, you absolutely kill him. He explodes. Let me think, who else is left? Cleaver's killed. Cleaver explodes. Oh my god. So Crow, and then Cleaver. Those count. Then we got Cudgel. Cudgel, when you beat him, he gets launched into the background and he plops into the swamp. So that one's a question mark for me. And it's King Zing, who absolutely does count. And then it's the Crow again, which, like I said, that's really weird in my brain. I'm not sure how we're going to count that. And then K. Rool you don't kill. So, they would all count except for K. Rool. No, okay. K. Rool, maybe Cudgel, and maybe the second Crow fight. So like, what are we looking at? Like half and half, maybe? Just there we go. There's no way I was sneaking my way through those three dudes. I remember you. You're the worst. Okay. Your hobbies include hanging out under barrels for whatever reason. So I'm gonna have to see, yeah, like I'm not sure. I mean, I can think on it while we're doing this, I suppose. Avoided that time, alright. So, what were we talking about? We're talking about Cudgel and Crow. And that's fun because we're considering them for different reasons. That's good. I like that. Most of the fun for me doing this is like figuring out what does and doesn't count as a murder. Which is a weird thing to say out loud. Oh, them sleeping pills. I apologize. Yeah, it's getting me. So the thing about Cudgel, like I said, it's so hard to tell because almost all of the bosses will just fall over and look like they're still alive, but they're not. So that's no indication. The fact that Cudgel just kind of like gets sent Team Rocket style into the background. Very, very dumb. Okay. That doesn't actually mean anything. That's the issue. And the thing is, almost all of the bosses you do kill. So like, the implication being that yes, he dies too, because they all do. Like, so many of them die that we're in a situation where we just assume they die unless proven otherwise. Like K. Rool. I just did the same thing again. Oh my god. That's what I'm thinking on. But Crow is a different one because we've got a very, hey, thank you, Luxby. I appreciate you lurking, hanging out, stopping sailing. I appreciate you. Is an entirely different reason because Crow is less literal, less about a function, because you can quantify when a living thing stops being a living thing. You can figure that out. The issue we're facing is I don't have access to Cudgel's body after the fight, so we don't know if he lives or dies. That's the issue that we have to figure out. Crow is very straightforward. We know exactly what happens to him after the fight. We're just thinking like philosophically, which is a better word for it. Like philosophically, does this count? Because we've been counting killing ghosts. Because they're a sentient thing. If you turn any sentient thing into a non-sentient thing, that is what we're counting as murder. So if he just stops being sentient, then yes, we did kill that ghost. But that doesn't subtract from the fact that means we killed that one guy twice, and that doesn't sit right in my brain. So like, I'm tempted to say, if when we killed him the first time he became a ghost, that means we didn't stop him from being sentient. He was still a sentient being, it just, him changed what it was. Right? He went from a physical body to a ghost, but he never lost his sentience. So that first one wouldn't count as a kill, right? But that being said, you could just make the argument that anytime we kill any living thing, it doesn't count because they're just going to come back as a ghost. Because once you establish ghosts exist, what does pacifist even mean? mean, I'm not gonna critique your hobbies, but that sounds like the worst way for me to spend a day. If I just, I try to stay away from spiders. Just, always. I was gonna say, I had hoped it was in the game because otherwise, my god, that's terrifying. Like, if you're catching real spiders, no. So that's, we're not going to have to deal with that on this stream probably, because that is one of the... So that's the second to last boss fight. So we very well could not bump into it this stream. Probably. Like, let's be fair, probably. Because even I usually stop halfway through this game. And now we're adding the fact that this is going to take much, much longer because of our stipulation. So we got time to think it over. I think that's really interesting. Counter argument though. So we know that the Donkey Kong Country games and the Mario games take place within the same universe. That's not my theory, it's an established fact. The original Donkey Kong from the game Donkey Kong, the one that throws barrels at you, that's Cranky Kong. And the reason I bring that up is because in Mario 64, Big Boo's Haunt, when you go to kill Ghost, big text pops up on the screen and says, "Ghosts don't die." And that's the most straightforward, that's so definitive, there's no arguing that. If the game just comes out with words and tells you that, if a ghost can't die, you can't murder them. You can't murder somebody who can't die, right? So, we took his life, he became a ghost, at which point he can't then die again, right? Are we agreed on that? Because we just established ghosts in this universe don't die. So I'm assuming if he does explode, I'm assuming he comes back in some form, like he exploded, but his ghosty, wispy bits will eventually reform, maybe. I don't know. So the way I'm leaning is, when we beat him now and he turns into a ghost, that is death, that is murder. But we're not going to count the second time, right? Oops. And as of right now, that's how I'm going to do it, unless somebody disagrees, in which case I'm willing to discuss. Really? Did he get it? That is very unfortunate. So the thing about this fight is whether it's an egg you can grab or it's not is random. Wait for it to stop moving, probably. Really, again. So people will be speedrunning this game. Like, he's still lifting his head and but people who speedrun this game, they'll just get terrible luck and have him do what he just did to me. But the fact that it is the first world, that does help. You don't lose much progress. Like, imagine if he was halfway through the game. That's actually really good news in that the fact that Crow's ghost is a later boss means we don't get an actual boss. So if it was like a different boss, we're about guaranteed that we would have killed them. So this means one less boss kill for us, which is great. Unfortunately. Because, yeah, that whole ghosts don't die thing has made... My bad. Apologize. Gotta do that again. That whole ghosts don't die thing has made this whole thing... black and white. Like for this business, this pacifist business we're doing, very rarely does it come out in text and just let you know. Apologize, give me a second. I just, I need to. Ooh. I just get really dizzy sometimes. Like I said, yeah, those sleeping pills, it's very disoriented. Oh my. Okay. Feels like I'm dreaming and it's very, very uncomfortable. Okay. Just all of this stuff that happened earlier, yeah, that's been... Just trying to... I'm not sure how long we're going to be doing this for, but I needed to do something to get my mind off everything that's been going on. Donkey Kong Country is a fun way to do that. That's why we make save states, though. I wasn't sure if I can land before him. I knew if I could, it would have been very close. So let's just beat Dixie and float down. I said that you know what? I didn't think that this part was this. I didn't think I was this close to this part. Is what I mean to say. Sweet. Snakes are rad. Them hissy boys. Them danger noodles. I like snakes. They're cute. And literal snakes are a lot better than figurative snakes. Emotional snakes. Your metaphysical snakes. Spiritual snakes. Okay, so she just straight up can't glide after one of those. Okay, well, that should still be fine. Because of this. I'm telling you, Dixie makes a lot of this very easy. of spiders, this one wears tennis shoes, which I gotta think is weird for spiders. They don't usually wear tennis shoes, right? Where would you even buy shoes that small? See? Yeah, they don't wear tennis shoes. So, are you just weird? Okay. So, one of the things about this game is if you're too high up in certain areas, the screen just will stop scrolling. So you saw with there, I was too high up, the game didn't recognize that I was entering the new area. So, like, basically how you look at it is they're invisible doors. If you're too high up, you don't go through the door. And it's interesting to me. Prevents you from cheesing it with the spider, though. Because that is... I don't know if it was a dude or not. Hold on. I gotta say the fact that he exploded, I think that was an enemy. In fact, anytime I think you do come across that, it is with the spider, because he's the only one who can, like, give you access above loading zones. I screwed up there because I shot my web, and if I would have kept following it along, it would, I was worried it would kill something. So I was staying still because I wanted it to despawn, but obviously that put us in a bad situation. So that's just a unfortunate circumstance where I didn't think I had enough to just do this. Remember, if he falls in the lava, that's tragic. I didn't do it. Oh my. Oh my. Aha! Never die. Okay. That's fine. No. Our spider friend did just run into the lava though, didn't he? That counts. Fine. I didn't do it. He ran into the lava, and as unfortunate as that is, I didn't do anything to him. I'm a witness. Let's try this out. I've got to think this is going to lead to another example of me not being able to scroll the screen anymore. But up until then, we could just kind of do this. Might happen, might not. At some point the spider will explode though. Or I say explode. Yep, there we go. You cross over one of those signs and they disappear. So this is the edge of the loading zone, like I had said. Because there's the spider sign. There's an Easter egg there involving a slightly different exit level thing, where Diddy will have a gold boombox and Dixie's guitar will have a flame painted on it. No, we're not doing that though. Okay. We're getting there. So far we are 0 deaths. But we're still at the beginning of the game. It is going to get much, much more difficult, and some of them There's a lot of, yeah, it's going to be, we'll see, it's going to be very interesting for me. Because, yeah, this is a lot of fun for me. Figuring out solutions to puzzles. Can probably just jump over him. Yeah. In fact, let's do that. It's fine. It was fine. Everyone lived. I know everyone likes Sticker Brush Symphony, and I also really like Sticker Brush Symphony. This track might be my favorite, and that's saying a lot. This game is amazing music. Nope, can't do a, okay. So we can't do a hover after we bounce off something. That's good to know. Just a lot of things I never put much thought into. Like, when would you ever have to know you can't hover after bouncing off of a barrel? So like that. It was a double homicide. Oh god, okay, this one's gonna be interesting just because of that second one. Even if we do jump over this guy. Oh no, I can just do that, never mind. You take the hit, you run, you do that but faster, okay. Or I could just time it better, I suppose. Yeah. Really? Okay, so I just don't think there's any landing behind him. Okay. In that case, let me try something else. Nope, okay. So I would have to go and collect her. Okay, that's not good. Alright. You can get up on ledges doing that, which is interesting to me. I wasn't sure if it would pull me towards where I threw her or not, and in hindsight, yeah, it wouldn't have. But you can throw your Kong friend onto a platform, and you'll get pulled to where you threw them. So you can use that to avoid bits of level, even. If I'm not hovering anyway, let's do Diddy, because he jumps better. Guys, we can do this, I promise. Oh. Apologies, I'm still spacing out really hard. Okay. There's just no... I can clear him, I can't land on him. Okay. We're not giving up. I think I know what it's going to take. Hold on. Because I rolled, I need to... That's going to be cutting that post-hit invincibility. I'm thinking we just need to tank the hit with him. And I'm having Dixie get hit because Diddy's faster. If we stand any kind of chance, it'll be with him. Wonderful. Yep, just gotta, good old post-hit invincibility that has saved our bacon so many times. Actually, that being said, give me a moment. I'm going to run to the restroom real quick. I've been drinking a lot of coffee. I'll be right back. Make sure you're all staying hydrated as well. Sorry, I'm just, I'm not feeling the best today. I apologize. Okay, back at it. I guess now that I think about it, there are multiple instances in this game where a checkpoint will drop you on an enemy you can't avoid, so we gotta be careful with checkpoints. Like, if I can make save states, you should be avoiding checkpoints if possible. Because, yeah, it can put you in a situation where you're forced to kill something when you load in. And that's not great. Like, that's the opposite of what you want. Currently. Normally would matter. This should be it. Yep, okay. Wonderful. We're about midway through Crocodile Cauldron. The next area is Creme Quay. And I'm thinking right now my goal for this stream is just going to be, let's see if we can finish Crocodile Cauldron and do Creme Quay. I think that would put us in a good spot. Not sure how long of a stream that would make it, but we're here for fun and stuff, not to meet a quota. Right? Ouch. Okay. Right. Just gonna have to do a sneaky jump under him. Alright. I believe that checkpoint would spawn me directly on top of that claptrap, so we can't do that either. But I could have made a save state somewhere in there. I probably should have. Like, I know I should have. Okay, I just forget, because that's not how I usually play video games, so I just forget to make save states, because normally I would not. Just forget about them. Really? Really? Buddy? Sir? Buddy? Fine. Oh. My brain's just currently turned off. So I apologize. I recognize I'm probably making a bunch of dumb mistakes. It's hard for me to concentrate on though. Alright. Ouch. Oh my god. Yep, see, just like that.
Hey, come here, Papa. What do you want? My son's yelling at me. Hey, sweetie, what do you want?
He just wants some attention. When he wants attention, he just starts screaming.
And first of all,
same. He's a big sweetheart. He just gets very needy. Very needy. When he wants something, he's not shy to let you know. He will yell and knock stuff over, and he just, I love him dearly, but he can be a little tyrant. At least, like, he makes it known when he wants something. Instead of having to guess, because if you got animals, yeah, you never, it's hard to know all the time. He lets you know. So I like that. I want him to be happy. He's a cutie. Laying on the desk now. I don't know how we didn't take damage there, but I'm not going to question it. Unfortunately for us, I did just beat Crow though, didn't I? I forgot to add to the counter. I went on this long thing about whether or not we would count him, and then we decided we would, and then I just didn't. Oh my. That's sad. I remembered because we're absolutely going to have to kill Cleaver. Like, he doesn't just fall over injured, he explodes. You just tank the hit and you keep going. He's still alive. There we go. Anytime you come across an enemy that you can jump on without killing, that is just fantastic. I was the same way with the Koopas in Mario. I do, if at all possible, I will stick around until they get back on their feet though. Because if nothing else, it'd be rude not to. Like, you injure someone, at the very least you could just stick around to make sure they don't die. Two more levels and then we got Cleaver. This is the one with the hot air balloon, so this is going to be... I'm not sure, actually. I'm not positive. I believe there is a hot air balloon with a rat on it. Not sure if there's any way around using that balloon. I believe there is. I'd be surprised if there wasn't. It's not every balloon in this you have to actually ride. I gotta say, those bees are sturdy now that we're thinking about it. We're inside of an entire volcano and they're just chilling. That is terrifying. Kong Island, you got gorilla-sized bees, and that is just scary. You think about it, Kong Island is a scary place. Bees and spiders. Just the size of a gorilla. Just active lava-spewing volcanoes. bounce though, because you can't really control your bounce off of them. They bounce you off, but you don't really have a say in the matter, like if you're bouncing off a regular enemy. But once they turn red like that, you can no longer bounce on them. They will just hurt you. But you can wait for them to calm down. Anytime I throw a barrel off screen like that, I listen to see if you can hear enemies die. They will let out a groan. So I'm never sure if they're loaded in or not, you know. Gotta make sure they're alright. Off-screen kills are they've been a hassle this entire business. Okay, so this should be fine. Yeah. You can get a lot lower than you think you could. Basically, the balloon doesn't matter. And I think your feet even can go under lava. So you've got a lot more room than you realize on this thing. You start getting really close to the lava and you want to panic. It lets you get a lot further than you would think. Okay, so this is the... I mean, either we can or we can't. Let's find out. Oh my! Oh, that was... Oof. Like, exact. Like, that was exactly as far as I needed. Oh, man. Wonderful. So I'm sure you can guess I haven't needed to play the game like this before. There's just a lot of... Yep. So it was hard to tell with the things in the foreground, but basically she got up to her chest in lava and we're still alive. The game treats lava more, less like a floor that hurts you, like Mario does, and more like a bottomless pit with a visual change. So it behaves a lot more like falling into a pit. So as long as you're not all the way down, yeah. Whereas Mario, once he contacts it, he dies. I had a vague memory of a rat being on a balloon at some point, so I wasn't sure, but that went well. Whoop. Oh. Well. If I shoot diagonally, up left, if I contact him, I may be able to get to that left platform. There's just a whole nother one up there. Oh my god, okay. Oh, yeah, this is... have our first non-boss kill. Because if we're being fair, I'm not super thrilled about having to kill bosses. I recognize they're mandatory. Anything that's not a boss, though, that's going to weigh heavily on me. Because one thing is, if I can take the hit from that one that's still on the screen and come up here, the thing is, I've been arcing it downward and landing on the second one. If I come up for more of the side, and I don't land on his head, I would occupy the platform with him, and at that point I just jump. So let's try that a couple more times. Let's see that. That's gotta be doable. I've got to get enough height to land on the platform, but not so much that I land on him, and that's which is very particular. But I can hover. So the thing is, the hover is so slow. By the time I got to the perfect elevation I needed, my invincibility would wear off, so that would not matter. Okay, she can't hover out of a barrel, right? And she doesn't get the height she needs to just go straight to that. Oh my goodness, yeah, this is... This is doable, this has to be doable. Really? Oops. Right. We can do that better. I want to go back a bit just because I want to switch their order. As fast as Diddy is, I got more control over him, so I'm thinking that if we're going to do this, if this is going to require precision, it's raining monkeys and nobody thought to bring an umbrella. That is ridiculous. You know what, let's just... Oops. No, it's not. We're near the end, that's just... Just getting frustrated about it. Here. Oh, that would have done it. Okay, so... And the thing is, we've already established we can get past those dudes without killing them. It's just now that we're... Hold on. And then more of a... So I get more distance. There we go. Cool. Found a safe spot. This might not be doable though. I mean, it had to have been close. It's just platforms are a little misleading because the way the sprites look, sometimes you'll think you landed on the edge of a platform and you did not. I've got to think that was close. Okay, a little too high this time, so we're trying to just narrow it down. Okay, so... So like, yeah, you can see when he turns around, when he hits the edge. So you can tell by how his sprite's moving. He's not moving to the very edge. and you can use that to figure out where the actual platform is. And it's tiny. I really don't think I could land up there without taking him out, right? I mean, I landed nearly directly in the middle. Okay, well. Alright, yeah. As far as I know, there's no way to despawn that guy in the left either. Not sure how this game handles despawning enemies, but... In Ninja Gaiden, the original, it's very easy just to despawn enemies at the edge of the screen. Very useful. Especially in 6.2. Alright, well. As far as, okay, so if I'm to the right, is the one on the left spawned in right now? Because if I spin here longer and I get him in a different part of his cycle, I think that would help. I just don't know if he's loaded in right now. Like, I don't think he is, okay. And he's on the very right of that platform. I was hoping to land just on the very edge. In fact, where is the edge? If we're measuring by ditties. I mean, yeah. Gotta think that was closer. Like, this has to be possible, right? You go too low, you don't land on the platform. You go too high, you kill him. There has to be a sweet zone in between because his sprite has some height. You need to slide in between where the top of his sprite is and the bottom of his sprite is. It would help if I were good at video games, but I'm not. Oh god, yeah, that'd be great. Like that would solve our problem, wouldn't it? Okay, so yeah, he oh, hold on. Yeah, he's in the same spot every time, so he loads in. He's not loaded in when I'm in the barrel. Hold on. When that claptrap hurts us, it pauses for a second. That might be our way in. So if I get him while he's all the way as far as he can be to the right, I could potentially, while he's frozen, land on the left side of that platform. I guess I just don't know if that'll work because we know I can't jump from this platform here to that barrel. So I don't even know if that would get us anywhere. Okay, well. Let me test something. So we're up here. Right. Make a different save slot. There we go. Could I, if I had all the room in the world up here, say I pull this off, I land on the edge. Jump. Still wouldn't make it though. So it really doesn't matter if we land on that first one or not. That does not matter at least. We have to land on the second one. And because I can't avoid the first one without taking damage, we can't tank damage from the second one and by extension freeze him in place. So I've got to find a way to land on that second platform without killing him while I'm still in my iframes. Well, you know, that's just like your opinion, man. Alright. Well. What's up here? Hold on. What's over here? Okay. I was thinking if there's anything above us, I could try just throwing the other Kong upward. What else haven't we thought of? So unlike Mario, you're limited with Mario has power-ups. Specifically well, I was gonna say he has the feather and the leaf and stuff, but in a way Dixie's just built in with that. She can hover too, which is not helping. Well, this might be it. I might have our second kill here. And then come back and, think about it. If I can think of anything else to try, I'll come back. But for right now, I think this is it. As unfortunate as that is, yeah. That looks like that's our second kill. But I'm going to think about it. If I can think of any kind of new strategy, even if it's a long shot, I'll come back and I'll try it. That's just unfortunate. But, instances like this were what I was worried about. Like I said, later on in the game, we're probably going to bump into several times where things are laid out like that. Because bouncing off of enemies is just a thing you do a lot in this game. It's expected of you. Now we have squawks. This should be very straightforward. being able to move not perfectly freely in two-dimensional space, because he has momentum and he doesn't want to sink to the bottom of the screen. They give him a lot more control, freedom of movement than just being one of the cars on the ground. Like being able to fly over stuff is just, surprisingly, believe it or not, it makes the game easier. Boy, you said it, did he? Alright. Yeah, that's very disappointing. Because, that's the first, non-boss kill. So that's more upsetting to me than it normally would have been. I always lead with Diddy for this, because the first couple hits, he stays down on the ground, or in the lava, so he's low. You can just throw the thing at him. Diddy's faster, so he can dodge those fireballs better. Whereas, I think now actually he switches strats to now he'll start flying around the room, and when Dixie holds the cannonball, she holds it above her head. So as Dixie, you don't actually have to throw it at him. You can jump into him, and it still hurts him. So we always save Dixie for the end of this fight. And we very well could not need her. We could just do this as Diddy and not have to worry about it. Ouch. That was dumb of me. Like I just said, that's why we saved Dixie. Boop. See, just like that. Boop. So she's so much better at this part. Yep. Don't know why I let go of the cannonball like I did. Oh, we call that an oopsie gooper. Oh, whoopsie daisy. It's that last one, the cannonball doesn't fall until he's already descended. I forgot about that. I mean, it didn't change the way I played the fight at all. It's just, if I would have remembered that, I would have been more worried. I forgot to be the proper amount of worried. For that reason, because we're this far and we still have Diddy, we can do that here. And for the final hit, when he's already on our level when the ball spawns, we can just do this because Diddy holds it. Nope, I lied, we're doing this. Doing it this way, whoop, there we go. If you have to tank a hit, that's our reward for playing so well. But no, I don't think anyone's arguing that he just died. He exploded. Oh man. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. This one's going to be interesting. It's only going to start picking up from here. Believe it or not, the game gets more difficult as it progresses. Weird, I know. If nothing else, we've learned that there's a lot of good you can do in regards to moving just far enough to spawn one or two enemies. So I'm going to do a couple at a time. That was not something I had to That's not something I had to know before. Yeah, think about what you did. They're still alive. If you wait long enough, they pop back out. So far, so good. Glimmer's Galleon. I'd be shocked if we couldn't do this one because underwater level, assuming I don't grab Unguard, there's actually no way for me to kill things. So this is just a standard playthrough of the level, except I don't have access to Unguard, that's all. Just because, like, we could get Unguard, it's not out of the rules, and our maneuverability would be a lot better. He controls them with water a lot easier. But, anything that comes close to the front of his sprite, he just instantly kills. And it's a big hitbox. He'd be out here killing dudes. Ouch. Yeah, so now I gotta think about if there's anything else I could try back there. I'll think on it. Sometimes I have ideas just pop into my head randomly. Like I said, this one's very straightforward. This should be the end. One more porcupine enemy and I think that's it. Yes. So there's this one. The water one. Sticker Brush Symphony, and I think maybe one more. Isn't the one where you have to be the snake here also? I don't actually remember, maybe. I think so. We'll see. About to find out. I say have to be the snake because the snake is just the worst and I hate him. I hate him so much. Of all the animal companions you have, none of them are bad. They help in their own way. Except for the snake. Really? I threw that straight up. She just lobbed it at him. Oh my god. Not sure if I remember to make a save state, so we're just gonna do that. I'm thinking about it because still worked. In some levels there are hidden barrels that will spit you out near the end of the level. And I don't actually know where all of those are. I've never bothered to use them, but there are several. So 2 big, 1 small. That would have worked too. Ooh. But if there's one of those in that level, then I guess that would solve our problem. I just don't know that there is. That's close. Be alright. We'll make a better save state though over here. Probably could have waited before I jumped out from beneath that first one. Yep, there we go. Yeah, this isn't doable without Dixie. If we had Dixie, this wouldn't be a problem. Okay, well, we're just gonna have to do that again, but better. It'll be more difficult because Dixie's slower. Oh, fine. Are there any... I'm genuinely shocked I was able to pull off that jump. Okay, wow. Let's see if we can find a DK barrel of any description. I found one. Come here, buddy. Hey. There we go. So going under him was... I mean, I just pulled off this exact same thing later in the level with Diddy, but it was harder. So I gotta think, let's switch to Diddy and see if I can just sneak underneath him, because the last time I took damage. Small jump, big jump. We're back to 2 big jumps, 1 jump, 1 little jump. It certainly seems like it. That was embarrassing. I did just say we needed to be Dixie though, didn't I? So we're just going to have to pull that off as Dixie, that's fine. Hey, in fact, if anything, it was even easier. Which is funny. Okay. So I just gotta time that where he's doing a small jump because I didn't realize he was gonna be that high up in the air. Oh my, look at that. Alright. No going above them. I had hoped, but that's not gonna work. We're gonna have to go back underneath. That's fine. We'll get there. Oh my god, I thought we were about to be taken out by a bee. The ultimate irony. Yeah, like that is just 100% not possible otherwise. I'll bet you I can make it all over to that cattail actually, hold on. See? You know, it's going well. Like I said, Dixie is going to be the real MVP of this whole situation, and I feel bad about it because she didn't even end up in the thumbnail I made. Like Donkey Kong ended up in the thumbnail, and you don't even play as him. So that's kind of unfortunate. But also, I played almost exclusively as Peach during Mario 2, and I didn't use her sprite in the thumbnail either, which is a little more fair in that instance because it is happening in Mario's dream, so I guess technically Mario's just dreaming about being Peach and it's still Mario, right? Because it's his dream, right? I don't got the time to do. Oh yeah, I don't know if I have enough time to pull that off. Well, I did. I mean, apparently. They hadn't gone down. I wasn't sure how much time they were going to give me. Oops. No! I bumped the button instead of holding it down. It is so easy to kill people, my goodness. It's kind of scary how easy it is to kill dudes. That's the new plan. The bog water in here works the exact same way as the lava or bottomless pits. You could be a good ways into it and not die. Like, I think you can be fully submerged even as long as you don't hit the bottom of the screen. So if we do a recovery jump, which is, in this game, if you roll off of a ledge, as long as you're still in your rolling animation, you can jump. So you can jump in the middle of the air as long as you're in the middle of a roll. And it helps you get through a lot of really tight platforming. It's just not ideal because we can no longer see them because of the swamp water. So it makes it a little more difficult to time, but it shouldn't be that. How did that kill him? That is weird. Okay, fine. Wonderful. They give you a lot more time there than I thought. You know what it is? I think it's later this level, there's a part that's the timer's a lot tighter. No worries there, it's just another part where we need to do is Dixie. Like I said, she's the real MVP of this whole stream. Hey, look at that. Man. I'm very tempted just to... Oops. Very tempted just to change the thumbnail because yeah, she's deserving all of the props right now. Okay, yeah, this is the one that's a lot tighter. But that being said, playing sloppy isn't going to get us anywhere, so let's not play sloppy. Or, I don't know anymore. I don't know if that was the difficult one or not. I got no idea. Alright. Oh, cool. Yeah, I was right. This is the really irritating level. I think I just wanted it to be a different part of the game because I really don't want to do it. But in my mind I knew that was the case because the water in the background is green. There's no other reason for that besides this area. Okay, so we've got this one. I've got the one where the water is sinking, you have to stay out of the water. And then Sticker Brush Symphony, and that should be it. Before the boss, Cudgel. So we may, yeah, let's see if we can finish off this world. Just really don't like this level. Like, easily least favorite in the game. Ooh, this is gonna be whoop. Not a problem. Oh my god, okay. Probably gonna have to take the damage. If I can jump over the first two and get hit by the third one, as long as we don't land on one of them, it's fine. So I've got an extra hit for. Ideally, I'll land over the first two and under the third one, but I mean, come on. Tell you what, we might just be able to sail over all three. It'll be close, but maybe. No reason not to try. Nope. Alright. So when I run into them, how badly do I get knocked into the air? When I run into them, they just straight up die. Oh my god. If I was one of the monkeys, I could just roll underneath them. Ah! I don't want the second and third one in sync. I want the first and second. That's not what I want. I had them in sync for a bit. What? Ah. Let me try something else. if I bonk into the first one in the air? Still okay. Well, just out of curiosity, what's back here? Anything I can use to my advantage? Nothing in there. I'm thinking the later part of the game. Okay. I'm thinking like, what about a bonus area? Would a bonus area spit me out after this? And there are none. Okay. You know what it is? The second one jumps higher than the first one, so he's... Yeah, okay, so that's very... That helps, actually. That would work. If I would have committed to that, I've got to think that would have worked. I just need really good timing because I need the first and second to be in sync. I need the third one to be at the lowest part of his jump when I get up there. That is got to be doable. And then I refuse to hold right anyway. Ah. That was certainly not the lowest point in his jump. I'm so preoccupied with the first two. And the thing is, the first two, if I'm doing a full jump, those first two don't even matter, really. Because I was planning on falling underneath where the third one was, and for that purpose, it does matter where the second one is. If I'm going to try jumping over the third one, then yeah, the first two don't even matter at all, do they? He was very low there. I don't know if I got the... Let's try a couple more times, but yeah, it's looking like this isn't going to be it. The rough thing about this snake is, if I get hit by them, oftentimes it will kill them. So I'm wanting to, what if I hit him at the highest part of his jump and I contacted him and I hurt him and I just jumped away? I'm pretty sure that would still kill him, which is very, very unfortunate. That was just murder. Okay, that just took a ridiculous amount of timing. You would be shocked. Honestly, I thought that was going to be my last attempt. I was just going to add to the counter. Oh wow, that is, guys. We've achieved a victory here in regards to saving a human life. Oh, good morning. I appreciate you, sir. Hope you're doing well today. We're doing Donkey Kong stuff. saw you for a bit on Shiny Stream last night. That was nice. That was a murder. I don't think I actually went over why I'm doing this. I mean, besides like me thinking it's fun. Like lore-wise, right? Because I was saying that the original Donkey Kong from Donkey Kong, the one that throws the barrels, is Cranky Kong. So in this alternate timeline we're creating where Mario is a good person, he was nicer to Cranky Kong. Because that's canon, Mario tortured Cranky Kong. But now Mario's a better person. He was nicer to Cranky. And as a result, Cranky raised Donkey to be a kinder person. And by extension, Diddy and the whole Kong family. That's the big good morning. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. We just had a couple close calls here. I just narrowly dodged a couple kills here. Hey, I'm glad. Okay, just make sure the counter's right. I am happy to hear that. You like it when your friends are doing well. Those 3 jumping Kremlings we had earlier, can we stop and appreciate how sick of a jump that was? Like, I know I had to retry it a bunch of times, but I straight up didn't think that was going to be doable. And then it happened, and that's very exciting. This one's gonna be spicier. Ooh, nope, not even close. Man, making a big deal out of nothing. This level would be so much easier if I could play as the Kongs. Oh my god, it wouldn't even be an issue. Oh. Well, I mean, no sense in getting disheartened until we actually give it a try. So let's give it a try first. For all I know, it's not actually going to be a problem. It just looks like it's going to be a problem. Can I charge up a jump before or between cannonballs? I need to be able to see if I can charge up a jump between cannonballs and if that jump would clear that gap. And I about promise you it won't, but we're going to see. Cleared the gap, got caught on the ledge, killed him on my way out. Which is tragic, but that gives me a little more hope. Okay, hold on. That is just enough time to get that charge done. And just to verify, jumping on a cannonball does still hurt you, right? While I'm still in my iframes, I'm wondering if I can caught on the ledge to the right. Because I jump high enough, I wonder if I can jump around him. Which would be very precise, but we're going to see. The reason we're having so much trouble on this level, multiple different snags, is because the snake sucks. Oh my god, I hate the snakes. Really? I hate the snakes so much. Basically, we lost our ability to run underneath enemies. That's what happened. Ouch. I want to land like as soon as I can, so I'm cutting it close with that cannonball, but we need every bit of time we can get our hands on. The thing about the snake is, if we did land on that platform without landing on him, like if we landed and we didn't contact his head, we went sideways through his spray, like we went sideways through him, that would still kill him, I'm pretty sure, with the snake, because the snake just kills everything, and I hate it. We've had some precision before. The problem with this is that the snake sucks. Very hard to control the snake. After the victory we just got earlier this level, really? Yeah. We got just enough time to charge that. Let me know if you want me to turn the music off, because I'm sorry about the music. This level sucks in every way it's possible to suck. It is the worst level. It doesn't even sound good. Close. Alright, we're gonna try one other thing. Hold on. Out of just sheer morbid curiosity. We're doing a high jump out of a standstill. What if I did a regular jump while moving quickly? We wouldn't get the height, but if we get the distance, that's really all that matters. So let's try this. Rather, if I did a high jump here, where would I land? Oh, it does that screen scrolling thing. It'll only move the screen over if you're low enough. Okay, so where's the cutoff? Can I do it from here? I cannot. That is disgusting. So basically we're trying to find how far back can I go. And it just moved, so I've got to think this is doable here. Nowhere near close. Okay. Still doesn't. Problem is, like, you can't control, like, the snake contacts the ground so rarely. It makes platforming very weird because you can only bounce when he finally lands, so you can only redirect yourself then. So we gotta put ourselves in such a situation where we are jumping at full speed and we're landing just on the edge of that platform without getting hit by a cannonball. So let's say top of the stairs. Just a little bit further back. Not even that, it's not going to be close. Like, I know I screwed that up. It wouldn't have been close anyway. Now we're going to clear him entirely. most frustrating thing here is this would not be a problem at all if we were the Kongs instead. Oh my god. Rattly, I hate you. I hate you so much. Yeah, like, I went from around here, and I know I wasn't as close as physically possible to the end of the ledge, but we were a good ways off. We didn't even hit the platform, let alone clear the cannon man. And that was about max speed for this character. The frustrating thing is the first attempt we made, I wedged myself up against that right ledge. The one at his feet, I wedged myself up against the side where it wasn't falling into the pit. I was pressed up against the side of the you see how he's standing on the edge of the platform, and beneath the part he's standing on there's like darker wood. I was pushed up into that darker wood beneath him, not falling, just there. Then I jumped upward and it killed him, because this character doesn't need to land on things to kill them, it just contacts them and they die, and I'm very mad about that. So like in that situation, I could try to jump around him. I don't think that would work. I'm kind of bummed out I haven't been able to try it again, because I don't think it'll work, but if we've only been able to try it once. I've been pleasantly surprised before, but we'll see, I guess. You have just enough time to fully charge, and if you don't, he just stops. Oh my god. So you have to land like as soon as physically possible past the cannonball. So otherwise you just don't have enough time to charge up. And you know, I wanted to try jumping into the pit to see what would happen. You gotta try everything, really, you know, just do the best you can. At the very least, stay hydrated, that's the most important thing here, really. Ouch. Really, it's funny how much more room you think you have. Yeah, that's the thing. Not only is this I'm positive I could clear this gap if I did a high jump from here to there. I would land. I would still go directly into him. And the fun thing about this character is if I contact him at all, I will take damage, but he will also die. This character just kills the things that run into me. Which isn't great because, yeah, like, usually I can just take a hit and keep going. Like, post-hit invincibility is a wonderful thing, right? I don't think this is doable. I hate the fact that I can't try what I pulled off that one time. But I've got no guarantee that even if we did, that would work. That'd be a long shot, but... Okay, how about... makes no sense that I contact him and he hits me and he still dies. That I hate that so much. And now I'm not even able to pull off. There we go. I mean, he didn't die, but if I would have survived that, he would have died. So, like, if he kills me... So that's the thing, the top of their hitbox, it's not just the very top of their hitbox that kills them, it's got a little bit of width to the, if you hit this area, they die. And the thing about Ratley is, he doesn't just walk, he bounces. And he bounces high enough to hit that they die area during your invincibility. So I take damage, and then he immediately just bounces, does one of his little hops, and then the thing dies. But that was pretty direct hit from the side, right? I wish I would have had that second hit just so I could test that. Victory! God damn, yes. Yes! I mean... Cool beans. I'm allowed to celebrate.
Beads!
Beads! Thank you. Beads. Ouch. That is the second time in this level where I was a hair away from giving up. You have any idea how close I was to just like, no, it's not happening? Oh my god. I apologize. I used the damn word. Whoop. My bad. I'm sorry about that. You know, thought I would try it again. Ratley is just the worst, and I hate him. He's just so bad. Because he doesn't walk, he bounces. You see how he just hops? And unless you're, like, if he's in the air, it's very hard to move him. Like, you know, in this game, you can move in the air, like left and right. But you don't move as well as if you were just touching the ground, right? So it makes it all very slippy, very momentum-y. It's like he moves at little spurts at a time. I'm gonna be honest, I'm really looking forward to watching that back because I don't know. Because that's all it is, like precision. It was such tight precision, I didn't think it was possible, or at the very least, I couldn't pull it off. And this part's gonna be difficult because even playing the game normally, this is irritating. There we go. That's what I mean, I didn't even push jump. I mean, okay, for being fair, if he didn't die, he still would have contacted me and I would have died, so either way we would have had to go back. But the fact that without jumping, he just hit me and died. This character is ridiculous. Like, I can move sideways at enemies and they just die. This is the last really difficult part here, and this should be fine. I lied, that was oof. I want to kill this snake, I really do. I promise I'm not a violent person, it's just this snake. Can I will make a second save state and keep that last one, but can I salvage this from this point right here? Yes, I can. Wow. Yeah. Because don't get me wrong, there's still sentient ones, and we need to act accordingly around those. But yeah, the ones that aren't alive, yeah. Alright. That one was something. Slime climb, this is... Oh my god, there's... I already know there's gonna be some issue at this level, but you know... Gotta cross that bridge when we get to it. Because there's several small platforms in a row, each with enemies on them. Still alive, you can jump on them and they come back. They're like Koopas. That is I'm wearing a button-up shirt. I had a video conference with my lawyer and a judge today. He just lobbed it right at him. Okay, well. Save states, saving over everything. I appreciate you for that. I want it to look nice, and I've only got like 2 button-up shirts. And the other button-up shirt has grapefruits on it, and I gotta think they wouldn't have appreciated the citrus, but I don't know. Just in case the judge is like allergic to grapefruit, I want to be careful. You don't want to accidentally kill your judge. There's no reason why we're not playing as Dixie. I mean, the only reason I'm playing as Diddy is because in case we do need Dixie later on, I'd like to save her. Because we could risk losing Diddy for this. He's so much better at platforming. Did I... Hold on. Oh, there he is. Okay, I thought I save stated right after I killed him. Like, now I'm a monster. Come on. That was slick. Alright. We're in a very bad situation here because she's so slow and the water's rising. Shortcut. Shortcut. We're getting there. That wasn't the difficult part though, so that's unfortunate. We've essentially got to do that again, but the platforms will slowly get higher and higher like steps. So, oh my god, that's gonna be something. I just didn't want it to be one of those situations where it's like, a grapefruit killed my father. You know those situations. Those grapefruit situations. Can't even blame him at that point, because yeah, if a grapefruit killed my father, I'd be mad about it too. They don't even taste good. Right, I'm not Dixie, I tried hovering. Oh. It's honestly, if I had to rank them, like I don't know the exact ranking off the top of my head, of course. But I would absolutely put grapefruit if I was ranking the scariest citrus fruits. Top 10. Easily top 10. But I mean, don't quote me on that because I haven't had a chance to sit down and make a list, I suppose. But yeah, considering how scary some some citrus fruits are, yeah, that's actually saying quite a bit. Yes. Just because, rank all fruits and vegetables. You have any idea how long that would take? I think you're underestimating how many fruits and vegetables there are. Because you got lemons, limes, oranges, grapefruits, tangerines, clementines, tangelos, and it just goes on and on and on. It's just, there's so many varieties of citrus fruit. Don't even get me started on kumquats. That's just, that's a whole can of worms you don't want to open up. What is happening here? Save state. Was I doing good? Should have been hit by that bee. I don't understand why I wasn't. Oh, right, here we are. Okay, so I'm glad I made it save state. So the only thing I can do here is because I cannot get enough distance to just pass through, I'm gonna have to jump in the water, and by extension, most likely take a hit. That's why we got an extra hit, I suppose. That's just gonna put us in a very difficult situation because you want that extra hit as a buffer in case we need to do, like later on, we won't have that. So if we need the hit later on, we just won't have it available. You know what I mean? So we have to do it now to get through. There's no reason why there wouldn't be a similar situation later, and then we would not be able to. So that's unfortunate, but we'll just do the best we can. If nothing else, I've got to just trust in post-hit invincibility. So make a safe state here. And I need to see how far I can glide in before we dunk into the water, because once we dunk into the water, we're in a fight for our lives. And as slow as you move in the water, with our post-hit invincibility, it will end very quickly. We need to get in and out of the water fast. So, yeah, that's just not gonna work. There we go. Not ideal, but that did work a lot easier than I thought it would. It was just, like I said, now we're down to our last hit, which is very not ideal in this level. This is the part I was worried about. Worried for nothing. No! Wait, hold on. We're doing this under a separate save file. Okay. Worst case scenario, we redo this in reverse, so we have Dixie here instead of Diddy, and I know I can glide over this. Like, I know I could do that. But let's see if I can salvage this. Can we agree that me jumping over those dudes just now was really slick? First try and everything. That was the part I was dreading, because I was very certain I wouldn't be able to do that, just period. There was just going to be no way around that. Okay, so recovery jump does not work. That's actually very unfortunate. Close. Yeah, there's just no way I'm doing it 2 for 2. Okay. So that barrel's probably just a no. Like, we could get Dixie, but the water's raising too fast. But I almost did the jump just with Diddy, so give me another couple tries. I think I might be able to pull this out. Not like that, you don't. keep doing that. Alright, come on. Yep, I just had to do a roll jump to give you a little more speed is what it was. Just gotta be careful because if you roll into that dragonfly, he dies. Okay, but I guess either way, if I contacted him... Oops. Oops, it's okay, Big. We all make mistakes. You know, learn to forgive yourself. I'm here to tell you that it's okay. Save, don't load. Boop. Boop. It's alright, I forgive you. Oh my god. That was actually risky because that fish down there, when you get in that water, believe me when I say he's fast. There's no dodging him, he will just get you. Oh, slick. So all we got is Bramble Blast and then a boss fight. Oh man. And most of this level is enemy free. I can think of one or two spots where it may be an issue, but we're going to see. Because for this level, for big chunks of this level, you have no control over adjusting your movement. Like, earlier we had to do a very precise jump over an enemy. We can't make those minor adjustments. It shoots you out of the barrel, and believe me when I say, you can move if you're being shot out of the barrel. You're going exactly where that barrel pointed you to. And if you'll notice, they move at 90-degree angles, so... Thank you, I was just thinking about that. This game is... The audio in this game is very inconsistent. Appreciate you for letting me know. Oh my god, and they went... I make the tiniest adjustments to the audio and it just goes from blaring to silent. I bumped it down a couple points. My god. I'm mad about it. I'm disputing this emulator's audio because it I promise it doesn't work right. Try one more. Still think it's too quiet, but yes, this emulator has weird audio. To put in perspective, when you had just said it was a little too loud, the audio was at 14. Now it's at 12. And like that's a substantial difference, right? Like in how loud it actually is, not in the number. You would think from 14 to 12 it wouldn't affect it this much, right? It's weird. Yeah, like on my end I can hear it went from loud to like almost silent, and that's just the weirdest thing to me. In fact, let me see exactly. So 13, what is 13 like? Right, now 14 again? I cannot understand, like I can't make any sense out of the audio with this emulator. See, now it's on 14 again, which is what you said which is when you said it was too loud. This emulator is just, man, it's not treating us very well. How's that? I appreciate you for that. Yeah, I prefer the game be a little too quiet and then bump it up, than have me talk to myself the entire stream and find out nobody could hear me, which is just a little embarrassing. I appreciate you for that, Big. That's nice of you to say. But, you know, ideally I do want you to be able to hear the game, just because otherwise there's a lot of awkward silence. Oh. Because now it's on 17, and I cannot make any sense out of this at all. Because it was 14 when you said it was too loud. I don't know. So we haven't gotten to that one difficult part yet, which is good, but it's coming up and we're still going to have to address it. Ouch. Well, that's not great. If nothing else, now we have Dixie, and that's actually kind of what I wanted, so it's maybe for the best, actually. Because there's no real spot around here where you can switch characters. Except for right here, I lied. So let's see what I can do here. So I can no longer remember the path through here, apparently. I'm just kind of feeling around. It has been a while. Okay, so we want to get to the bottom right, it looks like. So oops, that was a mistake. Here we go. No, that's still not right. Okay, hold on. So down here. There? Alright, yeah, okay, cool. This should be the difficult part. 'Cause I don't think I can go into a hover coming out of a barrel, and short of that I can't bonk off the dragonfly, so... Oh god, yeah, that's gonna be... So my only option there is miss the dragonfly, take the damage on the thorns on the bottom, switch to Dixie, and then my invincibility frames jump down into the secret area and grab Squawks. The thing about Squawks, the Squawks area though is I think you have to kill stuff there too. Alright, Little Boss Gaming, good morning. Appreciate you stopping by. How are you doing today? Okay. So that's the thing. Okay, so if we don't get damage between here and there, we'll be alright. I only took damage because I was being impatient with those balloons. I can typically get through this here without taking damage. People are just watching me right now, so I'm playing worse. Or something. You know, I'm doing the best I can. Had a very stressful morning with a lawyer and a judge, and just decided I needed to play some game to unwind. Having fun doing that. Enjoying some wonderful company. B was on earlier, Big's here now. A few other people in and out of here. So you know, we're gonna choose to be positive about today. Make another save state because there's no reason not to. I'll make another one here because I'm not sure which Kong I would like to use for that part. Because Diddy's faster. Dixie's got that hover, and I gotta think that hover wouldn't be very useful. So let's try this way. Nope, this way. No. God, that's gonna be... Okay. Can I go underneath the barrel? That would be ideal. Okay, and then we can't then go back to the right, so we would have to do this, but I did just establish that we didn't kill anything there. By virtue of me knowing that there's a secret Squawks area here, that we got around killing all of those dragonflies. The thing is, I'm not sure what this is going to be like. Oftentimes Squawks areas have walls of enemies that you have to shoot to get through. Oh, but we did just pick up a DK barrel. I can... As long as I only do it once, I can take damage and just go right through. Or it may not come into play. Can I just... Are you just going to let me through? Please? Please? No? Yeah? Yeah? I don't know. Okay, looks like we're in the clear. salvage that one. We've had so many close calls. I've only had one non-boss kill so far, which is crazy to think about. And going from here, I'm not sure if Cudgel will even count towards the score, because he's one of the... Actually, he's the only one that still have a question mark next to, because I'm not sure. I've figured out every other boss. Him, I'm not sure. But, you know, research will figure something out. Alright, Cudgel, fight me. So yeah, Cudgel here is the only one I don't know if he'll count as a kill or not. All of them count except for Creepy Crow, the ghost boss. King K. Rool, because of course he doesn't die. And this one I'm not sure. But I'll have to look it up. I think you gotta hit him 5 times. Cudgel is very, very tough. He's a beefy boy. Ouch. I believe now he's gonna get to the part where he's gonna start jumping at me. Yep. Really? Cudgel, buddy, you've been eating your Wheaties. You're scaring me. So like he gets sent to the background and dunked in the water, and it looks like we just whooped him, and you know how like Team Rocket's blasting off again, we did that to him. But like we know that there are bosses in this game where you whoop and they're on the ground still like moving around a little bit, and yet they die, which is weird. Anyway, I'm gonna look it up. We're gonna leave that as 3 or 4 depending. I'm gonna do some research on my own time so you guys don't have to deal with that. Appreciate you guys for sticking around. I was just trying to get my mind off stuff. It's been a very, very stressful day, as well as just a very difficult 23 months. But you guys are fantastic. Little boss, big. I think everyone else who was hanging around dipped out a while ago, but I mean it. All of you guys are fantastic and good company. Yeah, like we're not able to see the body, right? You know. But I'll check. I'm gonna do some boopity boop research. Appreciate you guys. You're all good company, and good company is very, very helpful on some of these bad days. So thank you. Hopefully I see you guys around. Hopefully you have an amazing rest of your day. We got like 3 people, and if I'm going to be honest, I'm a little socially exhausted. You know what? Yeah, good idea. We really should be doing that more. And it is the neighborly kind thing to do. So let me reload my Twitch and see if anyone's streaming. No reason not to. It is the neighborly thing to do. I just feel bad because I can never stick around for very long, and I feel bad raiding and then just like leaving immediately is my thing. I feel obligated to stick around. So let's see, is anyone on? We're going to find out. Stratajobi is a sweetheart. The push-up queen. If you've never been to Stratajobi, I actually really do recommend her. I wouldn't recommend somebody I don't actually recommend. I think you'd like her content, and if nothing else, she's a very supportive person. She's very passionate. She's very kind, and she's very in your face about her kindness. And I love that. If nothing else, follow me and you'll get some bumbles. So good idea, boss. I appreciate you for that. Let's go say hi to Stratajobi. In case you don't, I want to say thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a great day regardless.